Hello, people of the internet. I hope everybody is having a great day. And if you're watching this video, I just want to let you guys know this video is intended for teachers or anybody that is in charge of students. But also, if you would just like to learn more about verbal apraxia, feel free to just watch and join and grab some popcorn, soda, whatever, and we can talk about it more. Now, before I get into anything else, the underlying question is always, what is verbal apraxia? Well, verbal apraxia is also known as childhood apraxia of speech, apraxia of speech. So many different terms, but let's just stick with verbal apraxia. Verbal apraxia is a neurological brain disorder where your brain has trouble sending your mouth signals for accurate movements of speech, meaning words don't always come out, and that's really frustrating, and sometimes, frankly, it sucks. And then once you do get the word out at times, the word may not always be what you intended to say. It might sound distorted. Some people might say you sound robotic or anything like that. So this is something that is very frustrating for the person. So, teachers, what should you really know? Well, verbal apraxia is a speech disorder. It is not a behavioral issue. This is solely a speech disorder. This speech disorder can also have some difficulties with it too, including reading and writing. I personally, since I have verbal apraxia too, look at me, I personally didn't learn how to read or write until I was in the 3rd grade. So this is something that can be difficult for other children as well. And also, if you have verbal apraxia, you might have other diagnoses as well. So it is very important for each student who does have verbal apraxia to make sure that their whole file is read so you can know how to better treat them and better accommodate them inside the classroom setting. Now, people with verbal apraxia are at a more higher risk for being bullied because they do have troubles with speaking, and sometimes in our average day lives, if a person messes up on a word, we might laugh and be like, oh, like they said that word funny. But if you're a person who has a speech disorder and you're not articulating words well all of the time, you can really get teased for this, and people can kind of pick you out and be like, oh, this person's different, and it can make these kids feel like they don't belong in the classroom with their peers because they're getting bullied. So it is very important also with children, teens with verbal apraxia that are in school to kind of just keep a closer eye out on them and to just make sure they're not getting bullied. And if they are, just always educating your students, your teachers, hey, everybody's different. Everybody's different in some way. We are not all built the same, and nor should anyone be. And also, verbal apraxia is a lifelong disorder, but with great help of speech therapy, and with great support from family, friends, teachers, and everybody else around them, they can make such amazing progress. And I absolutely believe in every single one of these kids with the fullest extent of my heart. So also, kids with verbal apraxia, when words aren't coming out and they keep on trying to get a word out and they're trying, and it just will not come out, they can sometimes go into these meltdowns to where their brain is just like, oh no, like I'm going in overwhelmed mode because it's just kept on trying, and they get awfully upset. And in times like these, I do believe is very important to give them some time to actually process their emotions, maybe step them aside, just calm them down. It is not in the child's best interest to be like, oh, get over it, it's fine, it's no big deal, because your brain is an organ. Your brain needs time to heal, just like every other organ. So if your heart was racing, would you run more and be like, oh, let's run? No, because that's going to make your heart start racing more and more. Just like your brain, if you keep on, it's going to make things worse. So they just need a moment to step out, calm down, go back in, and then they can try once again with their words, or even better, if they're in these given situations and they can just calm down a little bit more and work a little bit more, I think that's great too. It's just important in times like this to handle them with as much grace as you can. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope this video covered as much as I could. If this video did not cover everything and you have more questions, please ask me questions. I want you to learn as much as you can, and learning is always a great thing. Y'all are teachers, so y'all believe in learning. So yeah, so if you want to ask me any more questions, I have a Facebook page called Fighting for My Voice, My Life with Verbal Apraxia, where you are free to check it out. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, have a fantastic school year, and yeah, just good luck, okay? Bye.